Hey guys, I was going to tell you a little bit about my journey on how I got to creating these videos on YouTube. And I want you to know I have an absolute great time. I'm an avid outdoorman. I love to hunt. I absolutely love to fish. And you know, and I'll show you why I love to hunt and why I love to fish. I'm going to show you a clip of my son. I think he was probably 8 years old, and this is the second deer that he had killed with his bow, and the first one he had just killed the same year. Watch this, and I want you to see his excitement levels as he realizes he just made a good shot on this deer. Watch this clip. Got her.
Dead deer.
Listen, see if she falls. She's fresh. She's drunk.
You're my first doe with a bow. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta get me ready with that. Oh, I'm about to be my best. Daddy, I don't want to kill another one that's snoring. I want some damage.
Is that not unreal? I mean, that's how I feel every single time that everything works the way it should. The deer reads the script and I make a shot. And even more than that, I get more excited over turkey hunting even than I do harvesting a deer. Turkey hunting is kind of my deal. Now during the summer I love to fish. I love to be outside. I don't know if you see, we got a horse trailer behind us. We ride horses a lot too. And man, just being outdoors and what God has created to me is absolutely fantastic. I want you to know that when I was a kid, probably around 5 years old, my dad had a motorcycle wreck and he broke his back and he was paralyzed from just about chest down. He still loved to hunt. I was able to hunt with him some, but as far as really learning how to hunt, he wasn't able to teach me like I know that he wished that he could. He wasn't able to sit with me the same way that I was able to sit with Griffin and watch the excitement on Griffin's face when he shot a bow. I actually didn't even start archery hunting until I turned about 21. So when Michael Ball approached me and he knew that I did a lot of outdoor hunting, a lot of outdoor activities, and he asked me did I think that I would want to become one of his pro staff and to help build up. I mean, because it's not just Michael, it's a whole team of people that have to work together to get these videos together. Michael asked me, man, you know, what do you think about getting together with us and starting to put a camera on and capturing everything that goes on around you outdoors? Man, I don't know about y'all, but anytime I've ever had a camera trying to deer hunt, fish, or anything, man, I might as well have an air horn and a box of firecrackers shooting them, because it seems like it absolutely shuts down the things that are going around me. And I told him, I said, man, I don't know if I'm the right guy for this. But we continued to talk. Michael's an extremely good friend of mine, and those on the Arkansas Extreme Outdoors team are good friends of mine. You know, he convinced me to try to give it a go, and so I bought me a small camera, and it had the little chest mount, and I put it on. And the first time I went brim fishing in a lake, and Chris was with me. If y'all seen the video, Chris was with me. Man, we absolutely got in. I'm talking about, guys, we were catching some 11-inch shell crackers, some 9 and 10-inch brim, and we filled an ice chest slap full of them. Oh my gosh, you can't imagine how much fun we had. Uh-oh, you put a little drag in. Get out of that lily pad, you sucker, you. Get out of that lily pad. Oh, Chris. There it comes. There we go. Finally. Look at
There
here.
you go.
I'm going for quality. Let Chris catch all them little bitty suckers. I ain't got time to mess with Chris. Look at that big sucker.
By the time I get this untangled, you ought to be as caught as many as I have.
When I get grown, look at that sucker right there, y'all.
Sweet.
That's a good one right there. That'll eat. And we recorded that video on 10 June of this year. And so I didn't have a clue how to edit. All I could do was just take the little SD card, give it to Michael and say, dude, we caught some fish, here it is. And man, Michael took it, worked his magic to it. He put it out on his YouTube channel, and I looked at it the other day, there's like 13,000 views. And I was like, holy smokes. I mean, it was really fun. We had a good time, and to be able to go back and to look at it and to watch my friend Chris and I both have a good time catching fish, it was great. And it actually made the after the fishing trip great too, because on YouTube some of you guys were actually commenting on it, and I mean it was like opened up a whole new world to me. Man, I had an absolute blast reading through the comments. Some of them are funny, and I think some of them were meant to be a little ugly, but I didn't care. I mean, it was fun to read through. So the next thing that I knew that I wanted to do was get on a computer and get some kind of editing software so that I could learn to edit myself. Fortunately, my son had a laptop. I downloaded some editing software, free editing software, and I began to edit. And I'm not going to lie to you, those first few videos I put together, in my opinion, they sucked. Probably some of the best advice that I got as I was going through this was, Wes, try to make each video you make 1% better than the last video you made. And let me tell you something that I never thought about. You know, I learned what B-roll was. I didn't have a clue what that was, but you know, that was video, small things like pictures of the lily pads, or pictures of the trees that are out there, or maybe a picture of a bird that's standing out there. Or I can remember one time I was filming and a little fish jumped up on a lily pad flopping because a big fish was chasing it. And so, man, it really opened up my eyes. There's really a whole lot going on all the way around me that I've never paid attention to. So one of the cool things for me is now when I go fishing, I'm constantly looking for what else is out there that I usually wouldn't see, and trying to get a camera to it so that it tells the whole story, so that you get to see exactly what I'm seeing, and you feel like you're sitting right there with me while I'm out there filming. Another thing that this has done is it's actually broadened the areas that I like to fish in. You know, I was kind of stuck going to the same couple lakes or the same places I fished all the time, and I began to realize that, man, I didn't need to be going to the same places all the time. I needed to be kind of exploring, and since then, it's not uncommon for me now to get up and drive 2.5, 3 hours in the morning to a place that somebody's told me about that was pretty cool. When I get to these new areas, I'm having to learn how to refish an area, you know, something that I've never seen before, and I begin to look to see, you know, what do I see here that I've seen in the last few places I've been, and what patterns can I find to catch fish here. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, in my truck, when I leave the house, there is always a tube of crickets. I love catching brim. To me, it's fun. People make fun of me because I fish for those panfish so much, but a lot of times I'll start off fishing for bass, and if the bass bite isn't good, man, real quick, I'll have to do another intro and go get that tube of crickets, and I'll jump right back in there, or worms, jump right back in there, and I'll start brim fishing. And man, I have had some fun this year fishing. If you look at the videos, I mean, I've fished around Pine Bluff right here where I live. I fished the White River. I fished at the Cache River. I fished at Bald Knob, and you can go out and see all these videos of different places I fished. And I mean, it's been a whirlwind going out and finding new places, fishing, and having fun that way. So here we are now, coming up upon deer season, and I love to deer hunt as well. And I'm going to do the very best I can to take the skill set that I've learned fishing this year and start applying it to deer hunting. I'm hoping I don't have as big as a learning curve. I know it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve to learn how to maneuver around cameras and stuff while I'm sitting in a stand. I usually archery hunting's kind of my big thing. I do muzzleload hunt and I will rifle hunt. And I do have a crossbow if I find deer in areas that I just cannot get into with my compound. So, man, I'm looking forward to getting out there and trying that, going to new areas, scouting new areas, and seeing what I can't do with a camera and a bow on me. I mean, I'm hoping I don't have to go through the whole learning curve again. And I want you to know, for those of you that keep up and you watch the channel, and you keep up with the adventures I'm going on, I thank you tremendously. I appreciate every single comment that you put in the bottom. I read every single one of them. I've even had some invites and been able to go fish with some people that I've never met before, and that has been a blast. My wife thinks I'm crazy. She goes, "You really gonna drive that far to get in a boat with somebody you don't know?" Absolutely. I'm going to, and I'm going to have a good time when I do it. To let you know a little bit about me, guys, when I was 28 years old, Jesus Christ changed my life. I mean, he completely flipped this guy's world upside down. And I've learned, based on what the Great Commission says, that while I am going through life, I am to share the gospel, and I am to try to reach more people for Christ. And to me, man, knowing Jesus Christ and what he's done for me and what he can do for you is a easy sell. Guys, I'm going to get to sit on a throne in the heavens, in an inheritance that was created just for me. And Jesus Christ died in order that I would have the key to the gate to get in to see this. And I believe it. I believe every word of it. I am not ashamed to call Jesus Christ my Lord, and I am not ashamed to call him Master. So I believe that Jesus has given me this platform as far as hunting, fishing, and hanging out with you guys and taking you along with me as a way to share him with more people. So if you think I won't come get in a boat with you and tell you how much Jesus Christ loves you, or hang out at the camp and sleep on a cot and get up and go hunting the next morning and share the creation of what Jesus Christ has shared with us, and to teach you and to tell you about it, man, that's what I do. And I think that that's what Christ has built me for, is while I'm going along in this world, I am to preach his gospel. I can't say enough about that. To let you know a little personal note about who I am, I am a natural resource manager for a federal installation. That job fits me to an absolute T, to be outside and to manage the natural resources on an Army installation. At about the age, well, I'd say about 7 years ago, I'm 52 now, so about 7 years ago, as I was reading my scripture and my walk was getting closer with Christ, he actually called me to pastor a church. I'm the pastor of Whispering Pines Cowboy Church, and it has been, and I'm going to tell you, as a pastor, you get the highest highs and you get the lowest lows. But here's what I want to do. I want to invite you to not only keep watching us on Arkansas Extreme Outdoors, but man, get online, go to Facebook or go to YouTube and go to Whispering Pines Cowboy Church. Guys, start joining us on Sunday mornings if you don't have a church. I would love to have you come along with me there too. And if you live close enough, I would love to have you join us in person. In person is always better. Seems like you can feel the Spirit moving in person a little bit better. I'm married. I have 2 kids, and both of my kids are grown and they're out of the house. My wife and I have a hobby farm, and I guess around everything around here about near comes in threes. We have 3 Dexter cows. We have 3 horses. We have 3 dogs, which one of them is a stray. We have 1 cat, and if you can't tell, this cat's walked around here and about to drive me absolutely nuts. Well, guys, that's probably enough about me. Down in the description below in this video, I've listed all the fishing videos that I've got put together so far. You saw a little clip of my son earlier, and I want you to know, please go through and watch them, and you can see the progression of where that first video, I think it was June 10th, that Michael put together, and then I started. Man, they were bad. They were bad, but I hope that they've gotten progressively better, and you enjoyed coming along and watch them, and I'll put them all in the description below so you can just click on them. I also want you to know that Arkansas Extreme Outdoors has a website, and the guy that puts that together is unreal. The website has all our events. It has the latest videos listed on it. And also, each one of this pro staff members has a bio page on there, and you can go click and read about each one of them. I've enjoyed sitting right here visiting with you guys, and I hope you'll go out to the website and check it out, www.arkansasextremeoutdoors.com. Check out the YouTube page. Also, we have a Facebook page. Man, go check them all out, and listen, you enjoy the outdoors too, and snap some pictures for us and put them out there on that Facebook page so we can see what you're up to. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and keep your comments coming. Guys, this is Wes with Arkansas Extreme Outdoors.